party in the USA.
Oh. Well, in this episode, two of our past segments are coming back, and expect to hear some burning hot gossip with our Gossip Girls podcast. Also, get ready to bust your bolts at the Robotics County Tournament while throwing your cap in the air like you just don't care.
He means we're going to talk about graduation, but finally, we'll talk about dancing the night away at the Who's Who's Dance and interviewing our upcoming stars at the theater showcase, plus our future section leaders of the band. You don't want to miss this episode.
Stay tuned for more info. Now roll that intro.
I'm up with the sunshine. I laced up my hats off. Slam dunk, ready or not. Yeah, show me what you got. I'm under the spotlight. I dare you, come on and follow. You dance to your own beat. I'll sing the melody when you say yeah. I'll say no when you say stop. All I wanna do is go, go, go. You, the other half of me, the half I'll never be, the half that drives me crazy. You, the better half of me, the half I'll always need. But we both know we're better in stereo.
Yeet.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Buzz. Here we bring you all the daily buzz that is happening at Oxford High School. I'm Caden.
And I'm Cavalli. Let's get started.
Students, tomorrow we are out of school for Good Friday. Chris and Quinn have a special segment discussing about what Good Friday is all about.
Hello guys, on April 18th, it's Good Friday. And today we're going to be talking about what Good Friday is and what it's about. Good Friday, also known as Holy Friday, is all about God, a Christian observance, the crucifixion and death of Jesus Christ, typically marked with services, prayers, and reflection on his sacrifice. So Good Friday is all about God and Christians around the world to celebrate it for the crucifixion and death of Jesus Christ. If you don't understand any of this, go to church. And this school year, we are taking Good Friday off.
That was so cool. I hope you guys have a good 3-day weekend. Now let's talk about graduation. Students, the school year is almost ending.
And that means graduation is right around the corner.
And I and Kamari have a graphic about information for graduation. Let's take a look.
Let's get into it.
Graduation takes place on May 20th at 7 p.m. Location status will be at Oxford High School's Lamar football field. If we had bad weather during the ceremony, it will be held at Oxford High School Sports Arena. Any changes to graduation information will be made available on the district's Facebook page.
Congrats to all of the 2025 graduates. Now, let's talk about the theater showcase. Theater is proud to present the showcase for the 2024-2025 school year. The showcase will take place in the Tier Classroom on April 26 at 6 p.m. Be sure to bring money, it's $10 each. Now, on to some info about our robotics tournament.
Students, on April 11th, the robotics team went to the county tournament and the OHS Jacket Medias recorded it live. The Calhoun County Robotics State Tournament has recently finished up, and it was recorded live here on the OHS Jacket Media YouTube channel. And the tournament allows students from all Calhoun County schools to showcase their talents for robot creation and operation. Now on to the Who's Who dance.
Students, on May 5th, Oxford High Schools will be hosting the Who's Who's dance in the Oxford High School Sports Arena.
We have an interview with Ms. Parsons to give us more information about the dance.
What activities are going to be at the Who's Who's dance?
So the Who's Who's dance will be on May 9th. The 9th and 10th grade go first, and then the 11th and 12th grade have the dance after. There's not really an activity per se. There's a DJ there, and we will have the Who's Who lead out. If you're new to the high school or if you're in 9th grade, we have a lead out where we announce the winners for each grade level for class QD, most athletic, smartest, tech savvy, those kind of things. So instead of doing it during the day at an assembly, we will announce the winners at the dance.
Yeah, that's fun. What time is the dance going to be?
So from 5 to 7, that's going to be our 9th and 10th grade. We have a 1 hour break to get you guys out and get our next group in. And then from 8 to 10, that's when the 11th and 12th grade will be. For the last 30 minutes of both dances, that's when parents are allowed to come in to watch the Who's Who lead out.
Oh, how do you get into the dance?
Okay, so next week, so April 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, we don't have school on the 18th. So you've got 4 days next week to buy a ticket. It's $15. You can either bring cash, or Ms. Warhurst has been so gracious to set up an online payment method. If you go to how you pay your class fees, you can also go there and pay your Who's Who dance fee. It's $15 per person. There's no couples tickets, and you cannot have any level 3 infractions. So if you have gotten in a fight this year, something similar, we cannot allow you to dance this year.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, this seems like a lot of fun. Now literally on to Cavalli about future section leaders.
With an upcoming band season, Mr. Bradbury is looking for some new leadership. Take a look at the 2025 through 2026 leadership team.
So, who am I here with today?
I'm Catherine Barnhill, and I was just announced as the Oxford High School Band's drumline section leader.
Congratulations!
Thank you so much.
So, how excited are you for it?
I'm very excited for this year. Last year, I led us in my amazing group to Best in Class Percussion, and I'm really proud of that, and I really hope that's where we're heading towards more success.
So, who am I here with today?
Haley Baker.
Hi, Haley Baker. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So, I heard that you made your trumpet section leader. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, speaking of success, where do you see the band in 2 years?
I see the band hopefully going to the Rose Bowl. We can get into some famous parades, like we're going to Texas, and we're doing a parade there that could maybe lead us to the Rose Bowl in the future, and I'm hoping.
So, who am I here with today?
My name is Aiden Ramsbottom.
Hi, Aiden. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. So, I heard that you made section leader. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
Where do you see yourself in 2 years?
That's a really good question. I don't really think too much into the music side because that's not really where I'm going as in a career. But I want to just be a better player and be able to hold my own in solos without having extra help.
So, who am I here with today?
Caden Bice.
So, I heard you made section leader. How excited are you?
I'm very excited. I feel that this is like an opportunity that I've been wanting for a long time. So I'm really excited to get after it.
So, where do you see the band moving in 2 years?
I would say like 300 plus members at least, in like the Macy Days Parade, and I would say Rose Bowl. Hopefully my Auburn Tigers are there.
To see what our Sound of Champions looks like.
Since Easter is this Sunday, we decided to do an Easter egg on the lunch menu. Try to find all the Easter eggs on the menu.
On Monday, we'll have barbecue sandwiches, peach cups, baked beans, sweet potato fries, and brownies. On Tuesday, we'll have chicken fajita nachos, churro chips, pineapples, and pinto beans. On Wednesday, we'll have beef steak fingers, string cheese, dinner rolls, pears, mashed potatoes, and green beans. On Thursday, we'll have mini cheese pizza, fruit cocktail, corn, and lemon pepper broccoli. And on Friday, we'll have dill chicken chumps, peach cups, potato wedges, collard greens, and triple chocolate chip cookies. How many Easter eggs did you see on the menu?
I got my follow up.
That's completely wrong. There were 11 eggs hidden in the menu.
Well, anyways, have a good Easter, and let's move on to the next segment. I heard that Emery and Haley have continued their podcast.
Wow, really? Can't wait to see what's on this week's episode. What will that teaser? Oh, hey, Kaden, you watching the show this weekend?
Yeah. Oh, crap.
Oh.
That teacher looked really good. Don't you think, Cavalli?
Yeah, I agree. I'd definitely be watching the full episode. Now on to Mario with the weather.
Today is going to be a high of 88 with a low of 65. On Saturday, it's going to be a high of 87 with a low of 67. On Sunday, it's going to be a high of 70 with a low of 51. On Monday, there will be a high of 57 degrees with a low of 39. On Tuesday, it's going to be a high of 67 and a low of 37. On Wednesday, it's going to be a high of 70 and a low of 43. On Thursday, it's going to be a high of 74 and a low of 48. Now back to Kaden and Cavalli.
We have some track highlights that we want to point out. Matt Tippett set a country record for the time of 4:29 for the 1600. Cedric set a record for 21.90 seconds for the 200 meter.
DK set a country record of 49.03 seconds for the 400 meter. Extra shout out to Matt for breaking a record that was set in 1991. Congratulations for everyone else that was set.
Now to drawing of the week. Now let's take a look at this week's drawing of the week.
The drawing is a dragon butterfly. It was sketched with pencil and outlined with pen and colored in with colored pencil.
The drawing looks really good. They did a great job.
Yeah. WrestleMania is this weekend.
Wait, is it? Yeet.
And that's all we have for you on today's episode of The Buzz. Be sure to tune in daily to hear all that is happening here at Oxford High School.
Be sure you like, subscribe to us here on OHS Jacket Media YouTube channel. You can also find us at OHS Jacket Media on all social platforms.
We hope you have a great day and
Go Big Go!